In this section, I want to talk about one more issue to solve here, and that's about ISP1. ISP1 does not know how to reach back to me. If I try to, for example, send some frames from router 1 to ISP or router 3 to ISP1. Let's check this. If I go to router 1 and try to ping 100, 100, 1100, you can see that by starting this, it tells me there is timeout. That means I know how to reach to ISP1, but ISP1 does not know how to reach back to me. So how can I solve this issue? I can go to router 4 and do what I had done previously. I can go to BGP instance, double click on that and select redistribute, for example, connected, and redistribute OSPF. Now if I click on OK and go to ISP1, I can see that I have lots of information about my network on ISP1. 3434, 443, 442, 441, 4321, and that's it. And 192, 168, 10, 10, 13, 10, 10, 12. A lot of information about my network in ISP1. I don't want ISP1 to know all about these things. For example, I don't want to have 441, 442, 443. I don't want to have 10, 10, 12, 10, 10, 13. I just want to have a summary address for some of these and advertise only the summary address to ISP1 so that ISP1 has minimal information about my network. How can I do that? Let's go to router 4. And I want you to note something here. I don't have anything in networks part. I don't have anything in aggregates part. But if I go to IP routing table, I have a lot of information about my network that I just selected to advertise them to ISP1. Now, I go back here and go to aggregates, click on plus, and add a prefix here. And this prefix is going to be, for example, 10.10.00/16, and by this I mean to remove 10.10.12 and 10.10.13 from this advertisement. Now check this out. If I click on OK and go to ISP1, I don't see anything about 10.10.00 here. That's because this aggregate address does not have any network attached to it on router 4. In some platforms such as Cisco, you can only have aggregates if you have some components networks added to your BGP instance. And you can see that there is no network added here. And what does component network means here? Component network means some of networks that can be aggregated into this aggregate address that I have created here. So if I try to add networks in MikroTik, you can see that this is kind of unexpected. If I try to add, for example, 10.10.12.0/24, and now I have a component network, as you expect from your, for example, Cisco background, you can go to ISP1 and you still see 10.10.12 here, and it is not removed. And you still do not see 10.10.00. This is kind of odd, huh? So let's go back to our 4 and remove this network. And I want to show you one more piece of configuration. You can go to aggregates, double click on this aggregate, and click include IGP. That will do. Now, by including the IGP, you know that you have 10.10.12 and 10.10.13 in your routing table, and you have selected to advertise only a summary. You can see the summary only here. Now click on apply and OK. If I go to ISP1, now I have nothing about 10.10.12 and 10.10.13, but I only have 10.10.00. What if I remove the checkbox? What if I remove the check on router 4 for the summary only? If I click on this and click on OK and go to ISP1, I can see again that I have 10.10.00, but I still have 10.10.12 and 10.10.13. So this is the way that you create an aggregate on router for and advertise this to other networks. But I just want to have summary. I don't want other component networks to be there. This is one of the aggregates. I add 44000 slash, I guess that was 14. And again, I want to include IGP. If I click on OK, you can go to ASP1 and see that there is no 442, 443, 441. I only have a 440.0.0. And I can remove other loopback interfaces using some other aggregates. But these two will do the main job. Now, if I go to router 1, I still have connectivity, while I do not send a lot of information to ISP and revealing the whole network to other autonomous systems. So I stop this and close this.